What's up, it's Destiny back again for another video, and today I wanted to give my 1 month of undergoing chemotherapy treatment update. The changes that I've been experiencing and what I've been going through. So today is it's Monday, I know that much. April 29th? Yeah, it's Monday, April 29th. So last week, Wednesday, I did my 4th round of chemotherapy, making it a month, 4 rounds of it. And I just, like I said, wanted to give updates on what I've been experiencing this month. I'll start with, well, we talked about this, right? The biopsy came back negative. The cancer is not spreading. Thank you, Lord. After that, what happened? I did the genetic testing. And it came back, I don't know if I told you this. This is a recap if I did. Came back negative for the BRCA1 and 2, which is the breast cancer gene. So it's not something that I am carrying, and it's not something that I would pass on to my offspring. The only thing that came back uncertain or unclear is the BRIPE, and that is your predisposition to breast cancer, ovarian cancer, and prostate cancer. And I'm not really sure what that means, because typically it will come back as positive or negative, and mine just came back uncertain. So I have to speak with the genetic counselor to get better understanding on what that really means. So that's good news to me. In a way, it still makes me think, well, how did I get this if this is not in my DNA type? But you know, we're just processing each day as it comes. So let's see, week 3, was it week 3 or week 2? Either week 2 or week 3, my white blood cell count dropped down to 1.6, and my doctor did not want it to get below a 1.5, and so I had to get infusion shots for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I had to go to this infusion clinic and get a shot just in my arm to boost up the white blood cells that I have on reserve, to like stir them up, get them back fighting. And the reason why she did that is because if my white blood cells would have dropped below a 1.5, it would have compromised my chemotherapy treatment. She said this is normal for people who are getting chemotherapy as often as I am, and you know, undergoing the type of treatment that I am undergoing. Like, this is a normal response that your body would have, your white blood cells, you know, lowering. So we did that, and then when I came back in that following Wednesday, she did the blood check, you know, and my white blood cells were back to a 13. So that was so amazing that my body responded positively to that. So there's no hospitalization, no delay of treatment or anything like that. And that's one thing, as much as like I don't want to go through this, I don't want it to be delayed either. I just want to get it over with. I just want to get the treatment through, process over with, so we can be on the other side of this thing, cheering on other people going through it, you know. So that was a very big relief for me. Those are the only like medical things that has happened to me. Other changes that I have experienced within this 1 month of undergoing chemotherapy is, someone told me, like, you're gonna feel how you felt your first trimester of pregnancy. And I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. And it's true, for me at least. I've experienced the nausea. I have not thrown up, but I have experienced the nausea. I have experienced the constipation. I have experienced the extreme fatigue. I have experienced the extreme emotional roller coaster, child. And the hunger that hits you out of nowhere, and it's like you have to eat right now. It's kind of, you know, crazy, but I have experienced that. These days I feel like my fatigue level is not as bad as it was before. However, it's like I do need a nap. Like, I need to take naps. If we're out and about, especially outside, because we like to do a lot of outside things, like go to different festivals and stuff, I have to take a break. Like, I literally have to be like, okay, I need to sit down, take a couple minutes, get myself together, because I feel like I'm a faint if I'm standing still too long, especially in the hot sun. And you know, it's pretty hot here, or it's warming up a lot. Which, if you're going to be outside, you should wear your protective gear, and I'm learning that as this process goes on. So the extreme fatigue, yeah, but I feel like I'm getting a better handle on it. I know, like, I have to take a nap if I'm about to go somewhere, if I'm about to do something, if I'm about to deal with other people. I gotta take a nap to get some sort of energy, because my energy levels are just kind of lower than typical for me. And I don't want the people around me to feel like, oh, she doesn't want to be here. No, I do. I'm just tired. So that, the eating is kind of crazy, because I've always been I intermittent fast all day, and then I eat a cooked meal at the end of the day. That has been my thing for years. That has changed. I have to eat breakfast, a snack. I have to eat lunch, a snack. I have to eat dinner, a snack. Like, I have to eat. And it's not like I'm able to eat a lot of food. I might order like a Chipotle bowl, and I'm only gonna eat half of it, you know? But it's like, I feel so hungry, like I can eat it all, but I can't. So that has been a major change for me, eating more, but not gaining weight, if that makes sense. So at the beginning of this process, I was 145, and since being diagnosed, I dropped down to 140, and since going through treatment, I fluctuate between 138 and 140, and that's in pounds. And so that has been kind of discouraging to me, because I don't want to look frail. I don't want to drop below 140. I definitely don't want to drop below 130, anything like that. So that's why I try to make sure, yeah, I gotta eat. Even if I'm not super hungry, I gotta eat something. But usually I am hungry. So that has changed. Mentally and emotionally, child, it's a roller coaster. It really is. I am still looking for a therapist right now, because you absolutely need that when you're going through this process. Diagnosis of any health condition, undergoing this as a mom, as a person, as a human being living in America or whatever country, you're going to need support, and you're going to need that mental and emotional support as well. I do have people around me. My boyfriend has been there, and he hears it all. I kind of feel bad, but he's who I go to automatically. My sister, my mom, family, friends, his family, you know, having that is amazing. But my fear is, and this could just be in my head, is I don't want to burden anybody. I don't want to be a burden to anybody, and I don't want to burn anybody out with how I'm feeling, like dumping on them. So a lot of the time I won't, until it's like the last minute and I'm having an outburst. Like, we were in Best Buy. This is kind of funny. In the moment it wasn't, but it's funny now looking back. We were in Best Buy, and we were trading in our MacBook Airs for MacBook Pros. Such a first world problem, right? He got his because he paid for his online. I wanted to wait into the store. And when I got to the store, they're like, we don't have none in stock anymore. And I'm like, but I saw it online. You do. Like, somebody bought it. We don't have it. I boohoo cried in Best Buy because they did not have the MacBook Pro. Like, and that just took me back to, you're going to feel how you feel in your first trimester of pregnancy, where you're watching commercials of puppies and you're bawling crying. They don't have my salad at the restaurant. I bawl crying. Like, it's funny now, but in those moments it was very serious for me, because I felt like I don't have control over anything in my life no more. Everything is being taken from me. I can't control anything. So it was very much just very emotional, and it still is very much emotional. Like right now, my ear is muffled because I was crying and the tears got in my ear. So it's like the crying doesn't stop. I just haven't been crying on camera because I don't want to. I don't want to cry on camera, but it's a very real emotion. It's a very real thing that I experience probably 7 days out of the week. I'm probably crying 4 to 5, like, and it's not, every cry isn't a boo-hoo, ugly cry. It could just be like a, oh my, I'm really going through this, and I'm crying, and then I'm like, okay, back in the fight, let's go. So yes, emotional support is so needed. I just signed up for something today to try to get matched with like a mentor or something. And I do have a lady who I could call. Like, I have people, but like I said, my biggest fear is I don't want to burden nobody. I don't want people to be like, this girl always crying, or she always got something. I'm not picking up her phone call, and then I'm like forgotten in the wind. Like, it's a rabbit hole my mind goes through, and I just don't want that. So I try to manage it myself, but that's not always the best for me right now. So we're working on that. We're working on that, and I would encourage you to do that. Even if you're supporting someone who is going through a medical condition, you might need therapy as well, because it's a lot. It is a lot. Like, it's just a lot. So touched on that. We touched a little bit on physical changes. Other physical changes. Talked about the weight loss, or the fluctuation of my weight. As you probably can see, I have a, I'm not trying to be vulgar, okay? I'm not trying to show y'all my goodies, but I'm trying to be authentic and real with this. So I'm getting a little, not getting, because these have been here, I'm waiting for them to go away, little spots of acne on my chest and on my arms. And I told the doctor, and she said, this is normal. Everything is normal for someone undergoing this type of treatment. So if you're getting acne on your chest and you're not dealing with this, check in with your dermatologist. But because I'm being pumped with Avenger juice and healing potion, I'm having different side effects on my skin. So I've noticed that. Oh, a huge one, which again, I can't show y'all. I don't wish I could show y'all, and I don't wish you could feel it, but if you knew what it felt like before and you know what it feels like now, you'd be like, dang, what the heck, in just 1 month? So I had a lump in my breast, like an actual lump. I think they measured it between 2 to 3 centimeters, but it was noticeable. Like, if I wiped my hand across, you would be able to feel it. If you do that now, if you grab it, squeeze, I'm not trying to be vulgar, if you grab it, squeeze it, any of those things, you won't feel nothing. It is absolutely gone. I'm like, what? Let me feel my underarm, because I had my lymph nodes were enlarged because it was in my lymph node. I don't feel it either. Now, I will say, along with the chemotherapy, and this is not no paid sponsorship, y'all know I've been rocking with the Goddess Collection for about 5 years now, ever since I had my youngest. And I've been using this on the, can y'all see? This is Goddess Collection. That's Crystal Alkaline Doula. This is the Fibroid Fighter. And you are to rub this on any type of tumors, cysts, bumps, lumps, anything that you get. And I've been using this. It says 3 times a day. I don't always use it 3 times a day, but I do use it at least once or twice a day. And I've been putting it on the lump and under my arm, as well as drinking the tea that goes with this and using the soap that goes along with this. So I would say using Western medicine and herbal medicine is also a great thing as well. And I can't tell you which one shrunk it. I can't lie and say, because I've been doing both at the same time. But check that out if you ever have any cysts or anything like that. So yeah, the lump, gone. Thank you, God. Other physical changes. I get a cough sometimes. I don't have a cold. I'm not sick. But I have a cough every now and then. What else? I took my dip nails and I cut my nails down short, which was very traumatic for me, because I've been growing my nails since I had, well, really since my granny passed. And that's been 2 or 3 years, and I've been just keeping them long. So having to cut them short, you know, it was a big deal for me. I cried. I'm not going to be going to the nail salon just because I don't want to actually get nicked or something with their tools and possibly get an infection. So I'm going to be trying my own, doing my nails myself, which I've never really done, but we're going to see how that goes. And I know the big one everyone wants to know, hair loss. Because I was told 1 month of chemotherapy is when you start losing your hair. We're at 1 month of chemotherapy, okay? and the hair has been losing. I first noticed like my thighs. I was wearing shorts and I was rubbing my thighs and I'm like, dang, my thighs are smooth. I don't really shave my legs like that, I'm gonna be honest. And I looked and I'm like, okay, don't have much hair on my thighs. Whatever, I never had that much hair on my thighs. Then I noticed other areas that are not gonna be mentioned that no longer have hair. And then I was like, my eyelashes. I've always had long, thick, heavy eyelashes, but they feel so light. I can still see them like when I blink and stuff, but they feel so light. They're thinning. My eyebrows, I feel like, are thinning. Y'all might not be able to notice, but I look at myself every day. My eyebrows are definitely thinning. And my hair. I have a couple of locks that I have found, okay, that I found on my bed, or if I rub my hair, oh, here's a lock that comes out. There are some locks that gotta be somewhere in the world that I just can't find. I don't know if this is a trigger warning moment, but I'm gonna come close to the frame and I'm gonna show you some patches that I have noticed. As you can see, my edges are completely gone. Don't mind my nails. I just told you about my nails, okay? My edges are completely gone. Like I used to have edges, they're gone. My sideburns are gone completely. And what I first noticed was this patch here. Can you see it? And I showed my doctor and she's like, yeah, it's just gonna get worse. So this is the first patch that I noticed. Don't know where these locks are. This was not like this before. Okay, and then we come along the edge line and here, just gone, empty, hanging on by a thread. And I know some people might be like, well, Destaynee, you have thin locks, you know, it's just thin locks. No, it's not. I've maintained my locks myself for, it will be 4 years in June, and I've never lost a lock, and they've always been this size. So it's not because my locks are smaller and they're thinning because of bad maintenance or nothing. It's not because of that. It is solely because of this treatment that I'm undergoing, okay? Like I said, I've never lost a lock in almost 4 years. And then here and here, and I'm pretty sure there's a spot. I can't really show y'all the back of my, well, you see what you can see, child. Tell me what you see. But I feel like there's like a spot here. I don't know if you can see. And then I don't know. Like for the most part, it's still pretty full. But definitely I've been having to wear my middle part. But then you see my part has widened because that is spots. Those used to be locks. I never had a defined part because I don't have a grid. A grid meaning parting my hair perfectly and then doing my locks. I didn't do that. So you can see this, and you can see, let me show you one that's really thin. Well, they're all thinning. I don't know if you can see, but you see, and it's basically pull your hair the wrong way and it's gonna come out. So I'm deciding when I'm gonna make that decision to cut my hair. I don't know if I'm just gonna cut enough to save the locks. How much time do I have? Cut enough to save the locks, or hey, let me finish talking to the people real quick. Okay, let me finish talking. Piper, get out. Okay, let me finish talking to the people. I'm not editing this. I only got a couple minutes because I didn't make enough memory. So, bye. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to make that big chop yet again. I do plan on wearing wigs because I don't know if I'm comfortable enough to wear the bald head yet. So I will be wearing wigs. I will be looking different, and that is kind of disheartening to me. And it's nothing against women or men or whomever who wears wigs. It's just I've always been natural for the most part. Majority of my life I've been natural, and I kind of prided myself on being natural and, you know, maintaining my hair myself. And it's like You got decisions, girl. And it doesn't make anyone less than if they wear wigs or weaves or perms or dyes or whatever. It doesn't make anyone less than a woman or less than a man or whatever the case may be. It was just something personally that I'm dealing with in terms of the attachment that I have with my hair. And then maybe the whole lesson in this is stop being attached to shit, because your life can change at any given moment. And at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters. I don't know. I'm still trying to find the lesson in all this, other than sharing with people to possibly help them along their journey and help them get through this as well. You know, being transparent, being a vessel. So yeah, let me see how much time I have left. Not that much time left. Sorry for being all up in your face. So that is my 1 month update of going through chemotherapy for breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer. And I don't know how often I'm gonna do these updates. I don't think weekly is really necessary. I don't know. Y'all leave in the comments below how often y'all want updates. Is monthly fine? Pop in here and there with tips, you know. Let me know. Just let me know. So probably the next time you see me, I might look different. My hair will look different, I'm pretty sure, because I want to have some sense of control along this process. And I feel like, well, I don't really have control because it's forcing me. But it's like at this point, I can either wait till it all falls out, or I can take it myself and not let it take it from me. And that's the decision that I'm going to make this week. So the next time you see me, I will be looking different with my hair. I hope y'all stay along this journey with me. Leave something positive in the comments. Be sure to share with any of your friends or anyone, family who might be going through this, or just share it, period. Be sure to give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Follow me on my other social sites. It's Destaynee or Destaynee Raynelle. And if you love someone, tell them. I love you all.